What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In my last video I covered the lens. In this video I'm going to be talking about the Zakti. Now, as small as this pistol is, and it's the last pistol in my little arsenal of secondary weapons, as you can see before, you see that A Furious and whatnot, but this pistol here, as you can see, it fires razor sharp darts that anchor themselves in their target before erupting in a plume of toxic gas. These little puppies here, they're small, but they're lethal. This pistol here is arguably one of the strongest pistols we have in the game. It outclasses most of the secondaries we have in this game, just from the fact that not only is it a status base, but it deals innate gas. Even though you see it has impact and puncture, those things will kick in, but the gas of this weapon is so good. And on top of that, as I'll demonstrate here, I'm going to bring out a guy just to show you what I mean. Let me see. I'm going to bring out this guy here. Let's see, where is he? Okay, he's right there. So as far as with the Zakti, what you can do, fire one shot. As you can see how he's stunned. If you could time it right, you could do a finisher on this guy, because it opens him up for finisher. But as you can see, the gas pretty much taken over the guy. I'm gonna get a stronger dude out here. Get that corrupt and bombard. Get that to get that level up, because the effectiveness of this weapon is just unbelievable. And going endgame with it, you would think, oh, this weapon, it can't stand up to endgame. Just the fact that the gas proc. Look at that. Opens them up for finish. As you can see, look at his health. It's already getting down there. And look at that. He's already dead. 2 finisher attacks, he's already dead. This weapon is so damn strong, and it's like, how is this even possible for a small weapon to be this lethal? And as far as with the build, I don't know if I showed it off, but it's only a 2 Forma build. I just have Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent, but I have Steady Hands here, right? The reason why I have it on is because this weapon, it kicks so much that you have to control the recoil, right? I have pathogen rounds here so that I could have more of a toxic thing here going, so that when the gas goes off, the toxin will just eat at the enemy's health, so that's why that's there. Frostbite, Pistol, Pestilence, and Scorch. So again, this is a gas and cold build. The cold being is because of the Frostbite here. It will slow them down, so then it'll give me just a little bit more time for me to get that finisher off, so it could deal more damage to the enemy. Alright? Now, as you can see, I have Steady Hands there. Now, just look at the recoil just with Steady Hands. See? Right? That's a Steady Hands. As you can see, it went from here and it'll go up to like there at least. Now, watch when I take off Steady Hands now. You'll see how bad this thing kicks. And then I can see how people, why they be missing their shots. And it's like, you don't have Steady Hands on. Now, look at this. Go from right there. See? Look how much of a gap that is. So as you can see, Steady Hands makes a huge difference when it comes to this weapon. So I highly recommend, if you have a spare Steady Hands, I suggest you put it on, because you will be missing 2 of your shots. You may land the first shot at a person's leg or torso, wherever, but the other 2 may go above his head, and you're not getting the full damage output that the Zakti can dish out. So as you can see, Steady Hands on it is essential, and with this weapon, you want your shots to land. Even if it's 1, get that shot to land, because you want to do a finisher on this guy. Look at that. Dead. 1 shot. The other time it took 2, but this time all it took was 1 shot and he's already dead. Now, if I just go spam happy with it, this is why another weapon synergizes with this very well. And I'm gonna see if I can show it off right here. And it's not even the Endura. Some of y'all already know where I'm going with this. You could do it with the Glaive, and you could also do it with the Serrata. And once you have this out, let me see if I actually have it on me as far as with this build for the Serrata, because it will decimate the enemy in its wake. Let's see, have condition overload on it, so it synergizes well with the Zakti, because since it procs status so easily, you can get away with it. So as you can see, look at the statuses that's on him already, right? Throw this. Get the statuses going. Look at that. I don't even think the slash kicked in, because the Serrata has less of a status as far as with the Glaive. But as you can see, it's already doing its job. As far as stunning him, all that stuff. He's gonna fall off the edge, I know it. Yep, he already fall off the edge, and he's... yeah, he's still alive with all that shit procking on him. I'm gonna do it with the Glaive and see, because it works with the Glaive. The Serrata, let me see. It's because of... I'm starting to wonder why. Oh wow, he actually is shooting at me. Look at this guy. He's so determined. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, there he goes. So yeah, I'm gonna deal with you now since you keep shooting at me. Oh, never mind, you're about to be dead. I'll just finish you off with this. So yeah, it synergizes much more better with the Glaive. But the point about it is that it procs off the statuses so damn much. See? It's already going in on him, because since I have so much slash on him. See? That's the difference right there. Since with the Serrata, the slash wasn't proccing there, but since with the Glaive, what I actually have on it, which pretty much is like the essential, is have buzzkill so it could proc that slash, and that's what pretty much did that dude in. But the point about it is that this procs status so easily, because as you see, gas was procced on him, the cold, the puncture, the impact. All you gotta do is throw your Glaive, and the bomb's your uncle. He's already dead. So, is this weapon worth building? Yes. Is it worth the Forma? Yes. Because you don't think that this pistol will go endgame. Just the fact that you could stun them and open them up for finishers. That's like a unique trait with these Zaktis that are just... it's just awesome, man. For a pistol that's so small in this game, could be dealing so much damage and opens them up for finishers, and the probability of keep going further